Over the last 100 years, thousands of chemicals have been created by companies and discarded into the water supply, air, and even into our home environments. With many of these chemicals, we still have almost no idea how they affect us. However, we do know many have negative health consequences. Every person has toxic chemicals in their bodies. There's no way to completely avoid it. However, we can try to minimize the long-term effects of the exposure. 100 years ago, cancer was rare in the US, Russia, Japan, and China. However, cancer is now a leading cause of death worldwide. At the turn of the 20th century, 3% of the population in the US suffered from cancer. By 1950, 20% of the American population developed cancer, and by 2000, 38% of the population had cancer. Doctors predict soon 50% of the people will be diagnosed with cancer at some time in their life. More and more children under the age of 5 are developing cancer, and this is certainly due to their exposure while still a fetus, as well as during their first 5 years of life. While multinational corporations and governments work to minimize exposure with stricter environmental standards and pollution laws, we should do our best to not only avoid toxic chemical exposure, but to optimize our body's natural cleansing mechanisms so that we can detoxify our bodies from the poisons that surround us. In China, cancer rates have doubled since the 70s. Lung cancer specifically has increased 465% in the last 30 years. Air pollution, which appears to be as dangerous as smoking, is a major reason the World Health Organization predicts lung cancer would be diagnosed in 1 million Chinese per year by the year 2025. In the US, stricter air quality standards and a decrease in the number of smokers has been helpful in preventing lung disease from progressing. Further, half of the liver cancer deaths in the world occur in China. Detoxifying one's body by supporting liver and kidney health is crucial in keeping the bodies purified. Symptoms of toxicity exposure can range from few to no symptoms, to moderate and severe symptoms. The fact is, all of us are exposed to pollutants, and the goal should be to identify, minimize, and remove as much as possible. Some of the symptoms may include a chronic cough, postnasal drip, chemical sensitivity, shortness of breath, headaches, chronic fatigue, frequent infections, dizziness, memory loss, cognitive impairment, confusion, and diarrhea. Hourly, we come into contact with these chemicals. We take them into our mouth when we eat food. We put them on our skin when we use lotions, shaving creams, makeup, and skin moisturizers. Topical applications to the skin results in direct transdermal absorption of chemicals into our blood. We also breathe toxins into our lungs when we breathe air polluted by automobile exhausts and chemical factories. Tobacco smoking, chemical cleaners, furniture glues, resins, and solvents also stress our bodies. The use of chemical room fresheners can also expose us to many toxins. According to Scientific American, some of the most offensive ingredients, the volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, benzene and formaldehyde, can cause headaches and nausea and can aggravate asthma, and they've been linked to neurological damage and cancer. According to Dr. Joseph Pizzorno in his 2017 book, The Toxin Solution, the average person encounters a constant stream of benzene and other chemicals, from toxins to chemical-laden food, paint, printing ink, flame retardants, coolants, and wood floor finishes, to Scotchgard treated clothing. It's been said the difference between a poison and a medicine is simply the dose. This is also true for non-medicinal chemicals that we're exposed to. These toxins include arsenic. This toxin used to be used for medicinal purposes, but as levels build up in the body, arsenic is associated with health problems, including an increased risk of diabetes, fatigue, and cellular poisoning and death. Mercury, a heavy metal that's ubiquitous in the environment. Elevated blood levels can cause neurological symptoms like memory loss, tremors, kidney disease, elevated blood pressure, clogged arteries, and more. Cadmium, a heavy metal common in household items like batteries. Tobacco smokers also ingest cadmium with each cigarette. Elevated levels increase the risk for osteopenia, osteoporosis, lung and kidney disease. Lead, a heavy metal. The Latin word is plumbum, and this is where you get the word plumber. Sources include lead pipes, soil, polluted water. The toxic effects include neuropathy, memory loss, kidney and blood issues like anemia. PCBs are polychlorinated biphenyls. They were banned in the US in 1979 and worldwide by 2001. The PCBs can be found in paints, plastics and old appliances. Common side effects include fatty liver, cancer risk, immune system suppression and thyroid issues. Persistent organic pollutants. These pollutants used to be found in pesticides, solvents and pharmaceuticals. The side effects include endocrine issues, fertility troubles, endometriosis and decreased sperm count. Volatile organic compounds are found in paint fumes, exhaust fumes and household chemicals. Side effects can include respiratory issues and an increased risk of lymphoma and leukemia. PFCs or perfluorinated chemicals. These are used with Teflon cooking pans and fire retardants. Side effects include liver, immune and thyroid problems. Benzene found in cigarettes is associated with an increased risk of blood cancers like leukemia and lymphoma. Phthalates are found in plastics, perfumes and nail polish. These chemicals can affect hormones, including lowering the male testosterone and increasing the risk of diabetes. BPA or biphenol-A, another common toxin. According to the Mayo Clinic, it's an industrial chemical that's been used for making certain plastics and resins since the 60s. The BPA can affect our hormones and can increase the risk of cancer. Infants and children are extra susceptible. There's also a link between BPA and high blood pressure. Drinking water from a glass container or at minimum a BPA-free plastic bottle is crucial. If the plastic container that you're using for food or liquid doesn't state that it's BPA-free, check with the plastic recycling code on the bottom. There's a few things you can do to purify your body to help remove toxins. You can clean up your diet, avoid processed food, remove mercury from your mouth, improve your gut health, heal your liver, and optimize kidney function. You can learn more on my video about mercury amalgam dental fillings. Eating organic fruits and vegetables and hormone-free grass-fed poultry and beef is crucial to avoid exposure. You can utilize the environmental working groups Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen food list as a good place to start. Avoid processed foods and food with excessive sugar. Avoid artificial sweetener and high fructose corn syrup, as they also put stress on the body's metabolism. Our intestines are the primary way that toxins enter our body. Those with gut issues like irritable bowel syndrome, chronic diarrhea, constipation and bloating frequently have a condition called leaky gut, and this can result in absorption troubles. A poor intestinal barrier results in increased absorption of chemicals and toxins. We can optimize our gut health using good quality probiotics and prebiotics while eating a diet that's high in fruit and vegetables. This is imperative to develop a healthy gut microbiome. People also supplement with l-glutamine to help to repair a damaged gut lining. A lot of chemicals are used in our homes. We use them to clean dishes, floors and toilets. Using non-toxic cleaners that are both environmentally friendly and people-friendly is a good place to start. There's better options for bath soaps, dish soaps, cleaning agents and dishwashing detergents, and these can be used in place of the more toxic, commercially available household products. Each and every cosmetic or perfume and cologne has chemicals that get absorbed into the skin. According to Safe Cosmetics, many popular cosmetics include heavy metals and other dangerous chemicals, which can increase one's risk for chronic diseases. Choose natural, synthetic chemical-free cosmetics and cleaning products that are environmentally friendly and non-toxic. Some examples can include organic lip balms, organic facial cleansers, and non-toxic shampoos and soaps. Many people have silver fillings in their mouth, and these are made of mercury silver amalgam. The mercury can be released into the bloodstream in the form of off-gassing. To remove the mercury fillings, use a dentist who specializes in removing them, as improper removal can actually increase your exposure. Use a natural toothpaste in place of the usual fluoride-containing toothpaste also. The liver's job is to remove toxins from the blood. Our livers perform numerous chemical reactions in order to detoxify us from toxic chemicals, medications, and other foreign substances that we're exposed to. You should also avoid excessive alcohol consumption. Some liver supplements are selenium at 200 micrograms per day, N-acetylcysteine at 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times per day, milk thistle, zinc at 25 milligrams per day, folic acid 800 micrograms per day, and B12 at 2000 to 5000 micrograms per day in the form of methylcobalamin. S-acetyl-glutathione is also a good supplement. The kidneys are responsible for filtering the blood and in the process removing toxins, excess salt, and whatever else the body wants to eliminate. As we age, the rate of kidney filtering naturally decreases. Some medications can be toxic to our kidneys. A common medication which can cause problems is the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen. Some foods that can help the kidneys are beetroot juice, blueberries, curcumin, red bell peppers, cabbage, garlic, onions, kale, cauliflower, ginger, and chocolate. Some supplements for the kidneys are L-arginine mixed with L-citrulline, ginkgo biloba, guatacola, and a multivitamin. To do a kidney detox to increase the diuretic effect, people use corn silk, burdock, and dandelion. To book a consultation or to learn about herbs, supplements, natural treatments, and detoxification, check out my website.